Hello everyone, I am Ritesh Agrawal, PGT Mathematics, posted in Kendriya Vidyalaya Balaghat, Jabalpur region. In the previous class, I have discussed about the continuity of a function. And now, today, we will discuss about differentiability of a function at a point. Suppose I have a square. Suppose I have a square which dimension x unit, and suppose the area of this square represented by y, then y is equal to what? Then y is equal to x square. Definitely y is equal to x square. And suppose I am changing the value. Suppose I have increased the dimension of this square by k. Now the new dimensions are x plus k. X plus h. It is user friendly actually. Suppose x plus h. And h, we have increased the dimension h of this square. Then the definitely area is also be increased. Suppose area is also changed, that is suppose y plus k. Then this y plus k will be represented by x plus h whole square. So now students, we can see here if it changes the value, if we increase the value of independent variable of any function, suppose y is equal to fx is a function, and here x is changes with x plus h, then y is also changes with y plus k. It means y plus k is equal to function of x plus h. So now this is the main motto of our this chapter. If we move the right hand side of variable, then dependent variable will also changes by some value, that is supposed by k. Somewhere maybe these are equal, somewhere it is positive, then it can be negative. Somewhere it is negative, then it can positive. It is our new topics, and increasing function, decreasing function, so many things are there. So student, this is our main thing. H is the changing value in x and k is the changing value in y. It means now we will continue this differentiation procedure. How we will find the differentiability of a function at a point, or how we can find the differentiation of at x. So student, now if we continue this procedure, where k is equal to function of x plus h minus y, but y can be written as function x, so it is minus fx. Is it clear? Now h is the changing value in x. So if we divide h both sides, then this is the ratio of differences. It is the ratio of differences with variable, independent variable and dependent variable. So now this is actually ratio of difference. Actually this is called differentiation. Differentiation is the ratio of difference of dependent variable to independent variable. And now, but this ratio, if we calculate this ratio at an instant, if this ratio, if we will find, then this actual value will call the differentiation of function. And So now take the limit. Now take limit. So if we take limit k upon h at h tends to 0 is equal to, now we will write. So we have to use here also our previous 11th class theory, that is the limit of function. How we will find the limit of function. So now this is this method. So students, remember it. This particular thing is actually called dy by dx. It is our main thing in this year, because calculus portion is start from here. Differentiation of y with respect to x. It is not pronunciated as a dy by dx. Generally we will pronunciate it, but actually this is called the differentiation of dependent variable with respect to independent variable. And what is this is? What is the method to find it? Y means function fx. So we will find limit h tends to 0, function x plus h minus function x divided by h. So student, already we have read, this is also called right hand derivative. Actually this is also we have read in class 11. This is called right hand derivative at x. So now it means if a right hand derivative we can find, then definitely left hand derivative also exists. So students, so we will start our topic differentiability of a function, when the function is differentiable, and how we will find the differentiation of function. So now again we will I will write the whole properties. That is, so now students, it is very clear that this is the main concept. Now we will write differentiability. Differentiability of function. Actually, always function are not differentiable. So now differentiation, how we will find differentiation? Actually, we have seen it. So now we have to write first the function fx is differentiable at x is equal to c. This is the very first definition we have read in class 11. The function fx is differentiable at x is equal to c if limit of function x plus h minus function x divided by h tends to 0. But sorry, this is in this place, this is not x, this is actually c. This is called the right hand derivative at point c, and this should be equal to limit of function c minus h minus function of c divided by minus h tends to 0. Actually this is called right hand derivative at x is equal to c, and this called left hand derivative at x is equal to c. And if both are equal, then only function will be differentiable at point x is equal to c. For example, suppose our function is x square. And now question is check differentiability at x is equal to 1. Suppose we want to check the differentiability x is equal to 1. If it is continuous, is it differentiable or not? So now at x is equal to 1 we want to find the differentiability of this function. So now we will write two things, right hand derivative. This is equal to limit. So first we will write the definition. Right hand derivative definition is limit h tends to 0 function 1 plus h minus function 1 divided by h. Now our function is what? Function is fx is equal to x square. So what is f1 and what is f1 plus h? We will write here. So now students, this is very important. This type of concept we have used in limit continuity also. So f1 plus h, f1 plus h, it means 1 plus h will be put here. So it will be 1 plus h whole square minus f of 1. Now what is f of 1? F of 1, 1 square minus 1 square divided by h. So we will calculate it first very easily. When we calculate it, limit h tends to 0. 1 plus h square is 1 plus 2h plus h square minus 1 divided by h. So 1 cancelled by 1. 1 cancelled by 1. And h will be common. When we take h common, then total final answer h will be removed from the denominator and the answer is 2. So right hand derivative is 2 at point x is equal to 1 for function x equal. Is it clear, students? Now we will find LHD, left hand derivative. So now I remove this here concept. Already you have write the definition. Now left hand derivative. What is the left hand derivative for this, for example? And suppose it is also 2, it means the function is differentiable at x is equal to 1. And if it is not equal to 2, then it is not differentiable at x equal to 2. So now we will find left hand derivative. Now students, left hand derivative. The definition, first we will write definition. Definition is limit h tends to 0 function 1 minus h minus function 1 divided by minus h. It is also very important. Sometimes we have missed it. It is minus h, students. It should be remembered always. So now again calculate this value. I will continue here. So now limit h tends to 0 1 minus h. Remember it, function x is this, function x is this. So what is function 1 minus h? The function 1 minus h is 1 minus h whole square. And what is function 1? It is 1 square divided by h. Again minus h. So students, now again calculate it. So limit h tends to 0. 1 minus h square is 1 minus 2h plus h square minus 1 divided by minus h. Now again 1 cancelled by 1 minus 1. H will be common. Well, we can see here h will be common minus. So answer is again 2. So we can see here this is 2 and this is 2. Therefore this function is differentiable at x is equal to 1. So in this way we will calculate the differentiability of a function at any point. And now if we want to find the general differentiation, then that point is x. So now we will write the definition of differentiation. How we will find the differentiation, which is called the first principle of differentiation. So now the first principle of differentiation already we have read in class 11, but we have to revise it first. So students, again, now the first principle of differentiation. So now first principle of differentiation. So what is the first principle of differentiation? Actually, if y is equal to function x, then differentiation of y, we will use WRT with respect to x. With respect to x is equal to represent by dy by dx. It will be represented by dy by dx. Actually, the total pronunciation is differentiation of y with respect to x, and the formula for finding this value is limit h tends to 0, function x plus h minus function x divided by h. But now student, we have to add something or more. This will be called, it is called right hand derivative. It is called right hand derivative. But for function is differentiable, then answer should be same if we find this differentiation by left hand limit. It means it should be equal to limit h tends to 0, function x minus h minus function x divided by minus. It means this answer, it is called left hand derivative. This both should be equal. Then this one of them is called dy by dx. So generally we will use for right hand derivative generally. But if we want to check the differentiability of function, then we have to calculate both type of differentiation, left hand and right hand. So many functions are there which are not differentiable at particular point, at particular interval, and some function which are always differentiable. So now we will see some example. So student, this is the differentiation. Already this is called first principle of differentiation, and in this way we have find the differentiation of x power n in class 11. So now we have to revise some formula which have already we have derived. Student, please, if you have not derived in class 11, then please derive first. The differentiation of x power n, sin x, cos x, tan x. So now this is all the formula of a differentiation of this function already we have, remember, in class 11. So students, I will make a table very fast. That is, so now this is suppose function. This is y, and here we will write dy by dx, and now this dy by dx is also represented by f dash x. This dash if we use this dash, it means we have differentiate. And so many books, in so many books, it is also represented by y1. 1 in a suffix form becomes y1. It is also called differentiation, first differentiation of y. So, and when we read on our higher classes theory, then it is also represented by dy. But it is not in our syllabus, this book. But these three things we will use for represent the differentiation of y with respect to x. So now, how many functions we have already read in 11th class? So we will revise it because it is necessary. So now first function we have read, that is function x to the power of n, where n is any number, real number, and can be any real number. It may be root 2, it may be 1 by 2, something. But the differentiation of this x power n, when we find the differentiation by first principle theory, by binomial expansion theory, then it will be n x to the power of n minus 1. This is very important formula. The students, it should be memorized in always your mind because it is useful in math and physics and chemistry and or so many other subjects also. Now second is trigonometric quotients. First always we have read as a sin x, and the differentiation of sin x, the differentiation of sin x is cos x. Similarly, third one, cos x. The differentiation of cos x is minus sin x. Similarly, fourth, tangent x. Tangent x, differentiation of tangent x is secant square x, sec square x. Similarly, differentiation of cot x. Differentiation of cot x is minus cosec square x. And differentiation of sec x. Differentiation of sec x. Differentiation of sec x is sec x tan x. And the last one, the differentiation of cosec x. Cosec x. Differentiation of cosec x is minus cosec x. So these formula and so many more formula we have read in class 11, but these are the basic. This 7 formula already we have derived this all differentiation in class 11. So students, this formula will be used directly in this session. So this is like. So now we will see an example of a function which is differentiable, which is not differentiable in any point. For example, suppose I have an example of function fx is equal to mod of x plus 1. So now student, this is very important question for 4 marks also in this year. And the question is, check the differentiability. Our question is prove that function fx is equal to this is not differentiable at x is equal to minus 1. So now this type of question are very important for competitive exam also and in this board exams. So now students, we want to prove that this function is not differentiable. It means when we find the right hand derivative of function at point minus 1 and when we find the left hand derivative of this function at minus 1, then both values should be not equal. If these are not equal, it means the function is not differentiable. So okay, now proof. We will write proof. So now we will find right hand derivative. Right hand derivative is equal to what? Right hand derivative? The formula will first we will find the formula. Limit h tends to 0 function -1 plus h minus function of -1 divided by h. So now suppose if any have problem, then first we will find what is f minus 1. F minus 1 we will find it is our homework, that is -1 plus 1 in mod 0 0. F of -1 is 0. Similarly, in previously we will find f of -1 plus h. It is -1 plus h plus 1, and -1 cancelled by -1, and h mod of h is equal to h. Because h is always used as a positive small value, very very small positive value. So now if we use this, the limit of x tends to 0, function of -1 plus h. Our function is f of x is equal to this. We have already find here. Again we will find here. So now this will be mod of -1 plus h plus 1 minus f of -1. It will be -1 plus 1 mod divided by h. So now student, here we have alert that our mod theory already in class 11th we have read. Here -1 will cancel by plus 1. Mod of h is already positive number, so answer will be h. -1 plus 1 0, 0 mod 0 is 0, divided by h. H divided by h is 1. When we put limit, answer is equal to 1. So we can see here our right hand derivative at x is equal to -1 for this function is plus 1. So now we will find left hand derivative. So now student, I will write here again left hand derivative. Right hand derivative is plus 1. So now we will find left hand derivative. Okay, so now we will see left hand derivative. Left hand derivative क्या आ रहा है वो देखते हैं. तो लेफ्ट हैंड डेरिवेटिव के लिए फिर से हम वही प्रोसीजर लिखेंगे, बट अब वो 1 से डिफरेंट आना चाहिए. तो ठीक है, ये चेक करते हैं कि लेफ्ट हैंड डेरिवेटिव इस फंक्शन का क्या है. सो दिस आर द वेरी सिंपल क्वेश्चन, बट वी हैव टू राइट इन प्रॉपर वे, देन वी विल गॉट मार्क्स. अदरवाइज our marks can be cancelled, we know, but if we can't able to write, then we will not find total marks. So students, will right hand derivative we have seen it is plus 1. Now we will check left hand derivative. So first we will write the formula for left hand derivative. It is limit h tends to 0 function -1 minus h divide minus function of -1 divided by minus h. This minus h is very important. At a time when we find left hand derivative, minus h will be in denominator. You should be remember always. So now solve this thing again. Limit h tends to 0. -1 minus h function -1 minus h function x is this, -1 minus h is in this place of x. Then answer will be mod of -1 minus h plus 1 minus -1 plus 1. यूज फंक्शन रिप्लेस करना है, वैल्यू x की वैल्यू रिप्लेस करनी है केवल. अगेन आप देख सकते हैं -1 से +1 कैंसिल, -1 से +1 यहाँ कैंसिल, और mod of h is plus h, mod of h is plus h, divided by minus h. H will be cancelled by h and minus 1 will be the answer. So students, now we can say here the right hand derivative is 1 at point x is equal to minus 1, but left hand derivative is minus 1 at point x is equal to minus 1. It implies right hand derivative is not equal to left hand derivative. Therefore, f(x) is not differentiable at x is equal to minus 1. So this is the way to prove this type of question. So I hope you have understood this thing, and so many more questions, calculating problem we will solve in next session. And till then, please revise all the formulas and memorize it and use these identities solve the problem. Thank you very much.